DM Scotty's TILESCAPES, the isometric terrain system. Craft them all. Wow your friend.
Hey friends and crafters, welcome back to another edition of TILESCAPES. I just want to say thank you for supporting the channel. I started my first video in 2012, so I've been doing this a while I guess now, so we're getting close to 4 years. I think February is when I started my first video, so we're getting close to that. So I just want to wish everybody a happy new year, and like I say, thanks for the support. I really appreciate it. It really helps me to keep bringing these vids to you guys. And let's get on with the TILESCAPE. So the TILESCAPEs is defined by several things. One is actually the tiles. Another are the fronts. Okay, I've shown you the basic fronts. We're going to do a lot more of those, but I've shown you some basic ones. Now we need to have some elements that actually define the walls, because we're not doing the 2.5D thing necessarily with this. We're doing more 3D elements that are on the edges of the tiles, right? So today we're going to do a door that you could put on the edge of a tile leading to any other tile, and you can put it the great thing about TILESCAPEs is you can put the door anywhere. You don't have to worry about with 2.5D there can be some issues with you have a doorway and that kind of thing. With the TILESCAPEs you don't have to worry about that. You can figure it any way you want, and I kind of like that. So let's hit the table. We'll start defining those elements now by doing a door. All right, here's some coffee stirrer sticks, and I've cut them 1.5 inches. Because that's going to be the height of the doors we're going to use. So I'm just going to sand up the edges here after I've cut them. And we'll assemble our door here. So you can also do a little bit of detail on this if you want. You could drag a little screwdriver is what I'm doing here and getting some wooden texture on there, some extra wooden texture if you want to do that. That's completely optional. It's not something you'd have to do. So now I've got my 4 pieces, and I'm going to glue them together. I've got a cutting board here so they don't stick. You definitely don't want it to stick to whatever surface you're doing, because the glue will kind of squeeze out from the edge. And this is much better to do it this way than to try to do it with hot glue, because it's really hard to get it straight. The hot glue will come out from the edge of the sticks and that kind of thing, so I prefer to do that. Now that's dried up, so I'm just going to sand it up a little bit, sand up the edges. And there we go, we got our door. Okay, now for some extra reinforcement, I'm going to add some more white glue on there. And I'll just spread it out. You could use a brush. I'm just using my finger in this case. Okay, we'll let that dry up. Now I've got my door. I've actually measured this 1/4 inch the top, 1/4 inch the bottom, and then a centimeter around, so that I can put the craft sticks on here. So I'm going to put a barbecue skewer through the foam core there. And I'll start gluing those craft sticks on. Right? That's the reason I made the frame the size I did. Okay, now I'm going to use the smaller top and bottom, the 1/4 inch there, and then the side will be the centimeter, which is the craft stick. So we got a nice solid surface there we got. And I've done the whole thing and put one on the top also. Now I'm going to glue the door in, and I'll just glue it to that barbecue stick that I've got. Be careful you don't glue it to anything else. You want the door to be able to open. Oops, fell out there. And we'll let that dry up, and we'll have a nice opening door, right? Now we got these cocktail skewers from the dollar store, and watch how we transform these. We're going to cut the tips off, and then cut that diamond shape off the end, right? I love transforming this junk into cool like hardware and stuff like that. Okay, we're going to use our E6000, which is essentially goop, and put some on the little plastic piece there. And look at that, instant banding for the door. Wow, that is so easy and cool. I just love doing this kind of stuff. All right, there we got our banding. Now I'll put the door handle, or the door where the door handle will be, actually. There we go, put that in the center, and there we go. Instant door accessory, wow. Okay, now I've got these little rings that I've put a little piece of paper through, and glued it with white glue and let them dry. Now I'm going to glue that with the goop, because it's going to be on plastic, onto that door piece there, the door hardware. Take off the excess, let it dry up. Make sure to do it to both sides, of course. So I'm going to do the bottom. This is an inch thick cardboard here, and I'm going to glue that to the thick cardboard. And of course this is for our tilescape system, right? Because we want these to slide under the tiles. And look at that, the door just opens. So cool. Couldn't be easier. I'm going to reinforce that by adding some white glue to each side. And then just paint it on. I'm actually going to cover up the cardboard too, because that will actually strengthen it. And then I'm going to cover up this foam core I have at the sides here so it doesn't melt when I spray paint it, right? Okay, I spray painted it flat black and painted it dark brown. And now I'm going to start adding some details. So I'm using a lighter brown. And I'm just going to start picking out the details. You see, notice on the door that I tried to paint each stick individually. It's okay if it slops over a little bit, but you know, it gives a kind of nice effect. It gives a shading effect. Not just covering everything in there. And now I'm going to use a little bit of black. And I'm going to paint some details on this. Watered down black. Paint the edging. And then I'll start painting the door handle and the boards, between the boards. Now this is very light, watered down black, and it's just going to give a nice little shading there for us. It looks a little darker when I'm painting it. I'm also going to cover up the plastic part because I'm going to paint it with gunmetal. Alright, here's my gunmetal. And I'm using my thin brush. And just start painting in that hardware there. The banding and the handle. Door handle, or the door pull, I guess I should say. Pretty cool. Look at that. Alright, now I'm going to use another brown here, and I'm going to do some brown on the base so it can blend in with the ground, you know, when it's sticking out from the edge of the tile. Just make it look like dirt, I guess. There we go. Cool. Now I'm going to use a little bit of black, or a little bit of dark brown, and kind of add some detail to that the wood panels there. This is another way you can do this. Just kind of dry brush that on. Don't get too heavy, just very light. Just adds a little bit of wood texture. Nice, there we go. We got us a door. Hey friends, here's my basic tilescape setup. I got a front, floor, and a floating door here. And let me take that off a second and give you a look. Cool feature, you know, the door opens up. That's a really neat feature. And with the flat cardstock base, it fits right under the tile, and you can put it around any area. And you want it to fit under because you may want to join it with another tile like this. So pretty cool. And if you don't, the flat part to the cardstock part of the door, you know, won't look weird when you have it in your play area. So there we go, pretty cool. I want to show you something else here. Here's another door I did with a stonework edge and a rounded top. I just cut the top round, and I did the stonework like I did in the demon door video. You can watch that to see how I did that. And the bottom is actually cork, like the tile, so it's more like an exterior door as opposed to like an interior door, but pretty cool. Or a dungeon door actually. So you can use that, pretty sweet. Also, here's a kind of a ruined woodwork tile, and I have a trap door that leads to the next level. And basically it's just a door that lays down, and it has, you can open it up and it's just black. It has like a cardstock bottom. So that's really cool. You can have a door that you can use this technique for all kinds of neat applications.
Hello there, friend. Make sure to give your DM Scotty a like if you do like the video. Also, check out the Facebook group and forum. There are lots of nice people there. Give your DM Scotty $1 to buy a coffee so he can keep making videos at a hyper speed. Also, if you like the Scotty, then join the Patreon and you get Crafters Lair. It has extra content for you, and you can be happy for the rest of your life watching Crafters Lair and have fun.
DM Scotty, what have you done to me? What is this place? What is this foul void? Oh, where am I? Ah, what's that? Ah, what's the level? Whatever it is, I will kill it. Where are you, level? Come on, level, I will kill you.
Welcome to the secret level of knowledge. Here I wanted to show you something you can use for your tilescapes. Here I got two tiles married together with a door. And you can actually simulate walls by using these little 2.5D walls here that I've created. Okay, these are each 2 inches because the tiles are 6 inches, the door's 2 each. So it's 2, 4, 6, right? And so you could do that. You could rearrange it. I also have longer pieces, 4-inch pieces. You could do like that. You could also make these look like stones. You could use them in different applications like dungeons and that kind of thing. These I just painted like wood for these kind of homes. So you could also put it in the center of the tiles to be like dividers to cut the tiles off to different rooms if you wanted within a tile. So pretty cool and easy to use these. I've got 4-inch, 2-inch, and 1-inch pieces, and those seem to be the best types to use for this thing, particularly when you're doing the dividing between the rooms, because they fit in with the other pieces you put in that are generally 2 inches. Now here I'm going to show you how I made the divider, okay? And I just cut a piece of dollar store foam core, and I cut it a centimeter because the craft sticks are essentially a centimeter. Then I cut 3 craft sticks, 3 or 4 inches long actually, which is about as long as you can get out of a craft stick because they have the rounded ends. So I cut the ends off, and then I started gluing them with a hot glue gun to the foam core, and that's the base, and you just glue the rest of the pieces on there, and you're good to go. So as a final thing, I just use some white glue and seal the foam core inside so when I spray paint it doesn't melt, and it also secures everything nice and tight to the foam core. So there you go. There's some easy to do 2.5D walls for your Tilescapes.